is for celiac only, this one,
Brilliant.
diabetics come. But this is one that all the family can enjoy, so very important.
Okay. So the fact that it's for celiac doesn't mean it doesn't taste less tasty to us, of course.
Yeah, it's a huge problem growing in Ireland. More people are being diagnosed with, their celiac.
So it's an intolerance to gluten, which is in wheat.
Yeah, it's a protein. Yeah, it's terrible. But I've done a lot of research. And I'm very proud. No, seriously.
Usually when you say that, you go, the last time you were on, do you remember this? I do a lot of research with your spatula.
I was going to give that to Paddy. He wanted it to play with, but I'll give it to you later. There you go. He had his eye on the pink. And this all tastes good as well because I don't like anything. A lot of people say it tastes very sawdusty and dry, and I'm going to give everyone a trick on how to make it nice and moist.
Let me help you, my darling.
Of course, mussels. So first up, I've got some butter at room temperature and sugar, and I'm just going to give you a helping hand because I've got a rubber whisk and it's not that good for doing a bit of this work. So I'm just going to fast forward here a bit. And the usual cream it.
How creamy? Creamy.
Until it's white and fluffy.
And just to let everybody know, it's all on the website if you're looking for the exact measurements for this lovely cake. What are we calling the cake?
Oh, it's my orange and lime almond cake. Now,
you're just making that up now. She had no name for it.
That's literally what it is. I'll just call it Lulu's Fabulous Cake then. There you go, Paddy.
Lulu's Fabulous Cake. We like Lulu's cake.
Anything
so you're going to start whipping in. So I've got 4 large eggs here at room temperature. A lot of people keep these in the fridge. I actually never do. I know some people do, some people don't. But it's much easier when you're baking with them to even take them out of the fridge an hour beforehand and bring them to room temperature.
Do you know the way most people I know who like cooking or baking, especially girls, no offence to the lads, they always remember their domestic science teacher or somebody who taught...
I do. She hated me. Oh, God, did she hate me?
You were supposed to have an inspirational story there.
Well, those are my mother. Because I was working for nothing for my neighbour, right, doing work experience. I was the go for everything. But I did learn a lot from that place and from my mum. And I'd go in and I'd contradict her. Oh, none of her stuff worked out. It was brutal.
Really?
And I'm telling you. And I'd go in, I'd be like, Miss, do you know why they didn't work? And I'd annoy her so much.
Teachers don't like when you correct them.
Give her name out.
Do
Let us
not.
know who she is. Like, no,
Please.
look at me now, Mrs. Cranky Knickers.
Paddy,
That's it.
Paddy, do you want to come back? Shut up.
No, but I didn't.
You tell me and I'll tell her name.
Do you know something, though? You didn't do practicals for your exams. Now, I'm dyslexic, and the only way I would have got good marks was by a practical. For you to remember all the rest and write it down, so I failed that as well. But anyway, they can come and try the cake if they dispute it.
Look at you now, Mrs.
In goes...
God, you really are a goer, aren't you? You'd be a great politician.
Sorry.
The giving out.
Right, okay.
But anyway, I believe it's got a lot better nowadays. So I'm just squeezing in some orange. I couldn't find the juice or so. Look at the strength there.
I know.
And in goes a little bit of zest, because this is where you get the nice bit of flavour from. Now...
It's a lovely smell.
Yeah, and then it's going to add a little bit of milk in, and then we're going to add a bit of this in. Now, this is my mix of flour, and this is where my secret comes from. This is called xanthan gum. This is a must for anyone that's celiac.
Xanthan gum.
Yeah, Xantham. There's my spelling test. And what it is it basically puts in the volume and the velocity back into baking, that when you use flours that don't have gluten in them, that gluten gives it the elasticity. So when that's removed, a lot of time...
my arm is killing me. Paddy, come here.
Yes.
I just got a dead arm here.
Bring the spatula with
What are
you,
you
Paddy.
saying? I'm used to it, yeah. Can I lick your
go on,
spatula?
go. Don't start, you say.
So,
excuse me.
Sorry, she said.
Literally.
Could you just head off for a while? Let's go to ad break now.
No, it's a daytime show. Behave, Paddy. Behave now.
So what I have in here is rice flour. Rice flour can't be used on its own, okay? So you have to mix other flours. Tapioca flour and potato flour.
I haven't heard a word you said.
Tapioca and potato flour. It's all on the website.
And in goes the almonds, ground almonds. Ground almonds are great for cakes because they've got natural oil in them. So a lot of cakes that are made for celiacs tend to be very sawdusty.
Okay.
So this
Can I say
brings it in.
something, darling?
What?
You
Say-
can go and sit down. You're not doing it properly.
You're just afraid of what I do to Louise.
Well, that as well.
Can I stay in between the two of you?
You go and sit down.
Okay.
Blathnaid has barred you from the kitchen. That's terrible, Paddy.
Now, Paddy, come on.
You really are brutal.
Sit.
I've got some almond essence going in here. And I'm going to go to your comedy thing next week and heckle, or what's it? Heckle.
Heckle.
Heckle you.
Would
Yeah.
you really?
For dyslexic voice, my
No.
dialogue, is it?
No.
Huh?
My comedy thing and hackle me.
It's okay. It all just comes naturally, Paddy. Yeah. I'm not going to get into a fight with you now, though. Don't get into a fight with
Now,
comedians.
behave, folks. We're here. Has everybody forgotten we're on TV? Thank you. Those at home, it's all on the website.
So anyway, Blathnaid's making that cake, and what I'm going to do very fast here is make the filling. It's curd, and it's to die for. This is lime juice and orange juice, and I put in some egg yolks. This is how fast it is. caster sugar, and then I've put the rind of this in. A little.
Is that like in the lemon meringue? Is that like the same thing in the lemon meringue?
It's similar. It's similar. Lemon meringue just has corn flour, and you cook it on the stove.
Did you ever make a lemon meringue for us?
No, but it's one of
Will
my
you make
favourites.
one?
I'd love
we'll
to.
do that. Where's Colin? We'll do that the next time.
But anyway, so this goes over hot water, and you just let it simmer for 30 minutes, and then when it's finished, see how nice and thick that is? Now that's like, I put in butter and I let it cool, and it's just to die for. It's lovely filling in a cake where you're sick of something that's really sweet and sickly.
Okay, let me just test it.
You know, like the frostings. This adds a nice...
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now...
It's lovely.
Like baby food.
No, it's not like baby food.
It looks like baby food.
It is
to die
gorgeous,
for.
Paddy.
Right, okay.
So then,
Trust
when the
me.
cake, when Blathnaid's finished and that goes in the... Fantastic. Now, so that goes in the oven.
Now,
This
remind
one-
us about tins. We're always asked about tins. What size
Yes.
tin and all that?
Now, you can. It makes one 10-inch tin, or this is a 7-inch tin. It makes two of these. And the brilliant thing about this is you get two 7-inch tins out of it, and you can freeze it. It freezes wonderfully.
Brilliant.
So you could make two, put one in the freezer.
This sponge mix, would it work with any kind of filling?
Oh yeah, I just did this just for something a bit of
is good,
difference in
yeah.
that, and especially because we hope it's going to become summery soon. So it gives a nice bit of zest. Is great in the summer months. So then this is how easy it is. You just spread that on, and then the
I'd
next
love that
layer.
on a slice of bread. I'd eat that on a slice of toast.
But the lemon curd, you can freeze that as well. I wouldn't fill the cake and freeze it. I just put on a layer.
So you'd freeze them separately?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can make lemon curd, orange curd. You can even make grapefruit curd as well if you want something really different.
Is that nice?
It's okay. I mean, I'd mix it with something. I wouldn't have it on its own.
It's probably too sharp.
Yeah, it's a bit too hardcore for me.
Okay.
And then what I did was I put that on top, and then you put some of this. Well, you'd actually just stick that on for me.
Stick what on?
The curd on top of the cake. And then I've got some toasted almonds here. Just adds a little bit of crunch.
Now, darling, is that plenty?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. And then you just go down the sides there.
Trevor's cleaning up today. Sorry,
Is he?
Trev, I didn't tell you. You're doing the washing up today.
Now, and then that goes around the sides there, and then all you do is you get your almonds and you put them around. It's a very simple cake, nothing fancy. Do you know, it's a real afternoon tea cake, and I want to bring back afternoon tea because I think it's fantastic.
They're just almonds you get. You didn't do... Oh, actually, did you toast them yourself?
You can buy them
Or roast
toasted.
them?
I toast these myself because...
Did you?
Yeah, well, I'm all into, being green and all that, so I'd stuff in the oven. But you can buy them toasted if you don't
Just
have
remind
time
us
to
about
do it.
toasted almonds. What temperature for how long? Perfect.
180 degrees for around 10 minutes. Don't leave your kitchen. Keep an eye on them.
Oh, yeah,
because some
okay.
ovens are fast. I've seen people do them under the grill, but they really just burn. It's better in the oven.
Better in the oven.
And the flavour is better because you bring out the natural oils.
Okay. Now, cut that little bold Paddy a slice.
You've been very naughty today, Paddy.
He is.
So
You bring out the naughty
You're
in
the-
me, like every time we come on here.
Feeling we're surplus to requirements.
Yeah.
You're the naughtiest guest I've ever worked with.
Oh, really? Okay,
There you
thanks
go.
very much.
Yeah,
Love it,
Go
that's
on.
the whole point.
You're the official taster.
Oh, really? Okay.